Neighborhood Watch presents For the Record, brought to you by Ill Remedy Studios. I'm your host, Os1.
I'm your co-host, Da Vinci.
And today, we got none other than Self Provoked.
Yo, what's good?
What's good, fam? How you doing, man?
Doing good, you know?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, much love for coming through, man. Much respect. We appreciate that.
Hell yeah. Happy to be here, man.
So, man, we're just going to get right into it, man. I want to know, because, I mean, there's a lot of people out there who might not know who you is. Tell us how you started this game, how you started rapping, the whole thing. Tell these people who you really is.
Yeah, I've been doing this since I was like 17 years old, recording, putting shit up on MySpace. Started off like that. Caught the little online game, you know, the whole little independent grind, film your own music videos and put it up on YouTube yourself. I caught that pretty early. So I caught that around when I was 17. I think that's like around 2009, 2010. So just started off like that, and it all came from like the skating and the little connections I made through graph and skating and stuff. And I met some cat with a microphone, and yeah, man, and the rest was history. Just been making music since.
For sure. So you touched on it. Started from skateboarding and graphing. Mm-hmm. Like, tell us about the your writing, the bombing, or any of that. Tell us about that shit.
The whole writing thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, just growing up, that's what I did. That was the crowd I grew up around, the whole culture I grew up on. You know, being young, fucking sneaking out my parents' whip from the crib just to go paint, like fucking 15, 16 years old. Just all that good stuff, you know. And the skating, I never really got too good at skating, but I was like, I was just around with the skaters and stuff. And yeah, man, it just... I don't know what to talk about. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to that topic. So much shit.
So tell us, when was the first influence of hip hop? Where did that hip hop influence come into your life?
At Bone Thugs, I had an older brother from Chicago, and he would come and visit every here and there, and he would play a lot of Twista's old shit, his Kamikaze album, and like a lot of fast rap, some Bone Thugs, So I pretty much got a lot of the influences that I carry now, like through my older brother when I was young. There's a lot of artists, and obviously the artists that everybody had a phase with, like the Eminems, whatever was on radio at the time, So I grew up with that type of hip hop until like high school. I started messing with some girl who put me on like all this underground shit, man, like the Headshots, Atmosphere albums, the Ideas, all that. And after that, ever since that, I just been fucking fascinated with the whole underground scene. I probably got put on Project Blood when I was like, my homies was heavy on that. So I barely found out about the whole LA underground scene probably when I was 18 years old, 19 years old, and they were all about... I thought fast rap was like Bone Thugs and Harmony, shit like that. So once I opened the door of the whole this shit that was going on in my backyard, that shit was crazy. Shout out my boy to Wino for putting me on all that. Yeah. But yeah, man. So
no doubt, man. I mean, it's crazy. You talk about Project Blood and then Bone Thugs and Harmony, knowing that these guys influenced those guys. But you heard these guys first. That's dope, man. No doubt, man.
I saw that documentary.
So where was your first show at? The first time you got on stage and grabbed a mic? Where was that at?
Probably the 2nd Street Jazz Club in LA. Oh, no. Cobalt Cafe in Canoga Park in the Valley. That's the first place. Yeah, I was so nervous.
How old were you then?
I was 17.
17.
Yeah.
Sick.
You was nervous. You threw up?
Were you nervous?
Nah, but I was shaky and standing in one place the whole time, rapping like a little dweeb and shit. Funny.
Yeah, I mean, that's an experience. If you've never been through that, then you definitely do not know what's going on, man. Feel you, man.
I still get nervous before I rock. I ain't gonna front.
Hey, who said it best, right? If you don't get nervous before you go on stage, you don't love it no more, right?
True.
That shit crazy. So you've been on tour, right? You said you was talking about it earlier, but you've been to Europe and shit. Tell us about that.
Yeah. I've been to Europe twice. I don't even know what year. Probably 2012. I went twice. I co-headlined. And then I've been to Brazil, headline Brazil, and then toured all over the U.S. last year and shit. So, yeah.
It's dope, man. So, how's the different communities like out in UK? Hip hop it's a little different. I know they're a little different out there compared to us out here. You know what I mean? Tell us the parallels.
They're friendly. They're really friendly and welcoming, and very interested. I had a homie say something like, yo, you could have no fan base out here, but if you put you're from LA on a flyer in Europe, motherfuckers they interested automatically, which is strange because we're all drawn to shit we're not too familiar with. So I guess that's where it comes from.
So did they want to learn the history Were they trying to learn, or were they just trying to watch what you were doing and
They were
just
watching
take
and
that all
vibing.
in?
Yeah, just watching and vibing, and a lot of people would show up with the merch, like, you know, so they bought merch, like cats that already had merch, like.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it was cool. It was really dope. It was really
Support
dope.
in all forms, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely different than sometimes being these LA shows, man. People just act like, you know, it's all, I've been to a million of these. It's like, come on, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. We are hella saturated. Everybody raps now.
You're right.
So-
But not everybody raps good.
Yeah, true.
That's right.
Yeah.
So tell us about this project you got coming out
Oh, well, it came out July 16th.
July 16th. Okay.
Yeah, Players Run. 9
Players
tracks produced by Nug Life, Red Cup, and my boy June.
You got videos for any of those tracks?
Yeah, I dropped a video like a couple weeks ago called No Faces, track went off the project.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
All right, so the first track you're going to do for us is called Turntables, right?
Turntable, yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, no doubt. Neighborhood Watch presents For the Record, brought to you by El Remy Studios. This is Self Provoked with Turntables.
Yeah. Put me inside the coffin, robbing all of the other option, hopping cliffs in the air regardless. Some of the biggest of them, they talking. Whether we're audiences present, messing with a master from peasants. It's like a lesson about to be learned. I swear I stacked up like Tetris, I'm aiming. Look, the conversations kept short, develop an itch for stirring shit. Son of a bitch, but earning shit for running upon the paper. Later realized I utilized my big mouth to speak what I thought from down to the paint, but not what I bought cause I wasn't paid. Look, not even a 9 to 5. I need to find more time to get right with my mind. Allow me to find my rhymes, to find a piece of this brain. The internet can sure drain. Disconnect, look. All of a sudden the money is being a more to the hoarders inside of a prison where egos will clash. Cause of the cash, the myth, the gimmick, what is it? It gives it a value, burn it to ash. Couldn't believe the way they churn out after a little though. Go slow, homie, in this world we don't know. From the San Fernando Valley down to LA on Skid Row, living turntables, and it goes like feeling yo. To the bums in the alleys from the San Fernando Valley down to LA on Skid Row, living look, and it goes like feeling unable. Look. All of the money and all of the honey step fast. I'm talking like I even had that. Homie, I'm a tad bad. I'm saving when I'm craving drinks and herbs on a night shift. Not a 9 to 5, but I write shit, they biting. See me with my little fan base dropping boom bap. Got them questioning them trap raps like how we do that. They good trap rapper but never trap. No drugs in they brown bags. Faker than a bus pass. Look. Not a full grown man, but wise enough to know I don't know nothing. Doggy, I'm rusty and having conversations. Haven't been able to keep eye contact. Maybe the herb that's always making me fall back, or maybe I'm blaming it for not being able to pinpoint my flaws, but it disappears once I get my claws on the microphone. Homie, I ain't nothing special. Catch me posted in the streets with a 40, let's go. To the bums in the alleys for the San Fernando Valley down to LA on Skid Row, living badly. And it goes like feeling unable. Look. To the bums in the alleys for the San Fernando Valley down to LA on Skid Row, living badly. Look. Look. To the bums in the alleys from the San Fernando Valley down to LA on Skid Row, living badly. Turntable, Self Provoked 2019. Yeah. Boom.
Yo.
Fire. That was dope.
Yo, man, thank you. Yo, that shit was fire, son.
Thank you, bro.
So tell the people, man, like, what were you thinking when you wrote that shit?
Shit, I don't remember, man. I was stoned and just started writing some shit. That's a good question. I don't know. Just a bunch of shit, probably. Like, fucking, I know there's a little bit talks about insecurities in there, you know, not being able to maintain eye contact during conversation. And then I'm like, maybe it's the herb, or maybe I'm blaming it, you know. So I'm probably just like dwelling in my own little inner conflicts or whatever for a short amount of time of it. But yeah, bro, I'm all over the place.
I think one thing people don't realize is, like, us as MCs on stage, like, we got a lot of that insecurity shit back behind us too. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, we turn on that switch and we on stage, but it's just something. It's different though. You know what I mean? There were some insecurities that we go through.
Yeah,
you know
yeah. Hell yeah.
Y'all appreciate you touching on that. And then you talked about the trap shit. Tell me about the tragedy of trap.
It's a love-hate thing, you know. I love it if that's what you're doing, that's your truth, and that's what it is, you know. But for the cats that be like on that faking shit, or like that be trying to like be whatever's cool to be a druggie or a fucking Gucci rag. Like, I don't know. I don't fuck with that whole motherfuckers depending on like shit they wear or like brands to feel good about themselves, you know. So I'm not really on that materialistic shit. Like I said, to each their own. There's no right or way or wrong way of living, but I think that shit's a little corny to me. So like I said, if it's your truth and you live it, cool. Like I enjoy it. And I feel like you can tell a lot of people who really live it. You can listen to them and kind of vibe out. But there's a lot of fakers out there. So yeah, that's just funny.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
You know, it's definitely we all realize it's gonna be the real and it's gonna be the fake, right?
Yeah, man.
So yo, man, tell us about your clothing brand. You got this cool ass name until it was On a High Note, right?
On a High Note, yeah.
How did that start? Like, how did you get into making clothes?
Well, before I started making clothes for it, it was a group of homies that would rap together, and we grew up together. Like, shout out to Wino, Linoski, Xer, fucking Nosa. Yeah, I hate dropping names because I'll leave somebody out. But and whoever I left out, shout out to you. But yeah, so it started as a little homie thing and shit, and then we would just be rapping, and we created like a little circle since we didn't really fuck with too many cats outside of it. And yeah, and then after that, I was like, yo, like I want to make some merch for this shit, you know, and hook up the homies and like, you know, get it validated like in a different manner. So we just I ran with that, and yeah, right now it's doing pretty good and shit, dropping that merch and shit.
And where can they find it at?
It's onahighnote.com, so ITS and then spell out On a High Note. Yeah.
Okay, for sure they can find you. What you got? Shirts, hats,
fucking basketball shorts, fucking what else? Like yeah, stickers, all that.
Hell yeah.
Are there any other clothing companies you done any like collaborations with or anything like that?
Yeah, I did one with the homies from Paradise actually. This is one of their shirts. Shout out my boy Ono. But yeah. So yeah, probably Paradise. Oh, shout out LRG too. They're fucking sending me mad shit for like this past year and shit. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's dope, man. That's what's up, man.
It's gonna be a good collab too.
So tell us about this last track. So it's called Tick Tick, right?
Oh, Tick Tick, yeah. So it's a mean song. Kind of mean, not really, but yeah.
So when you approach this track, how did you start writing for this shit? Is it like some like process you do, like special? I gotta write it this time, or I gotta do it like this. Like some MCs are very particular. Like tell us about that.
The way I approached this track was kind of more of a like anti-victim mentality, you know, like fuck that victimizing self-pity shit, you know. There's a lot of that shit, especially in conscious hip-hop, which is cool. Like I like that type of music too, you know, but I feel like the balance is a little out of whack, like but so it was kind of like less like, oh, you got problems, me too, like you know, deal with it, you know. So yeah, little mean vibe, but if you take it that way, we all receive information in different ways.
No doubt, man. Well, yo, we appreciate you coming through, dropping these tracks for us, blessing us with this shit. I think you're definitely stepping on some topics that a lot of people ain't talking about, you know what I mean? So I appreciate that.
Thank you.
So we're going to get into that. Neighborhood Watch presents For the Record, brought to you by Ill Remedy Studios. This is Self Provoked with Tick Tick.
Shout out 92, On a High Note 2019, Self Provoked. Look. Yo.
Got my head straight, but my mind's real.
Bent. Look.
Got my head straight, but my mind's real.
Look.
Bent.
Fuck what the law says, bitch. Our lies are the opposite. The fuck with that conscious shit. Cry to the heavens if Darwinism got you tripping about your own outcome. I'm from, look, a place where we don't depend on none. Fuck your Brady bunch, we the facing chumps. We just making funds. Fuck that friendly stuff. Went from getting cuffed to arrested brunch. Seek and you'll find peace on the line. Got my feet on their spine. Pyramid with the eye. Got you shook and surprised. Fuck a thief in the night. Do that shit in plain sight. Steep and inclined. It go fast down the hill. Rap how their strap won't get close to a kill. Not much after a deal. I get cash how I feel. I respond to no one won't sell out for the bill. Got my red wine, homie. My life is fine. Free all my boys doing time. Won't ever comply. I got no love for that bullshit infested with flies. Die. I don't give a fuck about this. Nah. I don't give a fuck about that. Nah. I don't give a fuck about this. Nah. I don't give a fuck about that. Nope. I don't give a fuck about this. Look. I don't give a fuck about that. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about this. Look. I don't give a fuck about that. Nope. I don't give a fuck about this. I don't give a fuck about that. No. I don't give a fuck about this. I don't give a fuck about do not give a fuck. Look.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Look, smoke my herb and I drink my liquids. Get absurd, then I crash my Civic. Don't complain, we don't fuck with victims. Fuck her name, we don't care whose bitch it. Another motherfucker got lost, another motherfucker got squashed, another motherfucker with his bullshit, another motherfucker getting dropped. We don't live life on the clock. Tick, tick, how many cards getting pulled? Better keep your cool if you ain't about the biz. I don't do it for the kids, I ain't about to censor shit. Fuck it, they should take a lift, I'ma tell you how it is. Far from a charming prince, I'm just a typical dude. Look, don't forget cynical and real rude. I've been around for a while now, boom bap style now. Time to change it up to this foul style. Got my head straight but my mind real bent. I don't need love, baby girls, just checks. Money in my bank off this music shit. Fucking on the 5, I've been through with it. I ain't got no boss, I got my cause. Embrace the flaws that made me all the force to ball. I'm dodging laws, I talk to God, he's most involved, and told me not to ever fuck with y'all. Look, I don't give a fuck about this, I don't give a fuck about that, I don't give a fuck about this. Look, I don't give a fuck about that. Nope. I don't give a fuck about this. Look, I don't give a fuck about that. Nope. I don't give a fuck about this. Nah, I don't give a fuck about that. Nope. I don't give a fuck about this. Nah, I don't give a fuck about that. Nope. I don't give a fuck about this. I don't give a fuck about that. Nope. I don't give a fuck about this. Hey, shout out my boy 92 Production on the production side. I don't give a fuck about this. This is off my Flavors album.
I like that. That was fly.
Thank you.
That beat though, that's my style. I like that kind of
Shit
beat.
dark as fuck, huh?
Yeah,
I
I
like
like that beat.
Yeah, hit the button.
Exactly.
Hey, man, thank you for blessing us with that, man. Definitely hear that new influence on that.
Yeah.
But yo, tell us, where can the people find your music at, man? Where can they find where your upcoming shows coming, a website? Where can they find your clothing? All that.
Shit, you can follow me on Instagram, Self Provoked 818, or Twitter at Self Provoked, or Spotify. My Spotify be having my upcoming show dates. I got 4 shows in September in Fresno, San Jose, fucking Salt Lake City, Utah, and Reno, Nevada. Also October 5th, Thop Fest. That shit gonna be crazy. Shout out 60 East in the motherfucking spot. Yeah, man. So yeah, you could catch me at any one of those shows and shit, and you can stream my music anywhere where there's music. I make sure to plug that shit in everywhere.
And you got videos on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, mad videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. Yo, much love and respect, man. Appreciate you coming through, brother.
No doubt.
Definitely catch you at the Thought Fest. I'll be there too.
Hell yeah.
We rocking it. So we appreciate everything, man. Love you, man.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Word up.
Neighborhood Watch presents For the Record, brought to you by El Remedy Studios. I'm your host, Ost1.
And I'm your co-host, Da Vinci.
And this is Self Provoked.